And that's why we here at Xylie Gets Real, we not only ask the questions, but we get the answers, because my audience is the best audience, okay? If you have a question and you need it answered, come to Xylie Gets Real, because if I can't answer it for you, my audience can, okay? Because we're the best. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. So Dr. Disrespect decided that he deleted the tweet where he admitted to inappropriately talking to a minor. And then he decided to fire up this stream. This stream so far has been watched, has 2.8 million views on it. He said a lot of words, but didn't say anything. Didn't show anything. Nothing. So we're gonna watch it.
That's how that game's played.
Dead air. Dead air.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine, because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project. Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. I do
have to preface this, though. I do not understand how people, and yes, Keemstar, I'm talking to you too, okay? How y'all thought this response was good. How do you say this was good? If you thought this response was good, you're playing team sports. You're absolutely playing team sports. You wanted an excuse to be able to still watch Dr. Disrespect. He is playing to his audience because he knows the ones that will believe him are drones. You're bots. You do not have thinking skills of your own.
appreciate it. You know?
Wait, are we going back to the portal?
Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? Man.
He's angry. You could tell he's angry. You could tell he's angry.
So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. It's good to be back to a certain degree, right? We got to figure out this monetization thing. So September 25th is basically when we can reapply for partnership on YouTube, you know? People ask, like, do I, now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply, right? September 25th is the date. So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. You know, we've built a nice, strong community for years. This is where we started. 16 years ago? 2008, I think. You know?
You know what? I didn't know that he was on YouTube in 2008. I did not know that. That's actually pretty new to me. I did not know that. I didn't know that he's actually been doing this that long. I mean, I knew he's been doing it for a long time, but I didn't know it was that long of a time.
I like my time here. And I like the community. We've got the best, realest gaming community, right? The Champions Club. And we've built it on this platform, and if there's an opportunity to reapply for partnership, and there's a date that's been presented to us, then I'm going to take it. In the meantime, like we always done, we've always stayed in our lane. We'll stay in our lane and continue to just put on a show. You know? For almost 4 years, champs. The public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Missed the point of your personal statement? Missed the point? What point did we miss? That you inappropriately was DMing with a minor? I remember 2 words in that statement to me was the most important about that statement. Inappropriate and minor. What did I miss?
Huh, champs? You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case.
Right.
I respected those rules.
He did. He didn't talk about
My
it.
lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
And I will say this, just because I'm getting on Doc, it doesn't mean I don't have a lot to say to Twitch. Because where did y'all fuck up? Why did he get his contract paid in full? What did y'all do wrong? That's all I'm saying. Now, granted, I don't have a law degree. All right. I'm not very educated. All right. I use common sense. You know, a normal person on the ground, right? But it kind of seems like to me, y'all fucked up somewhere or did something that you didn't want to come out for y'all to settle and pay him his contract. There is a reason why I don't stream on Twitch. Twitch is ran by a bunch of man babies that don't even know how to push their own rules. They pick and choose who gets suspended for what. They are literally ran by a bunch of man babies. They are literally ran by people who obviously has favorites. It's a piece of shit platform. I don't care what anybody says. Twitch is a piece of shit platform. They're only like maybe 5 degrees off from kick.
However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors.
Cody's a piece of shit too. Cody can kick rocks. Trying to use I'll tell y'all how the reason why Doc got banned if you buy tickets to my concert. Cody too. And Slasher, don't even get me started on you because you're an incompetent asshole too. Okay? All you every single one of you that got to do with the story dropped the ball and you're all pieces of shit.
Ex-Twitch employee wasn't even involved. Leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later. Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you f***ing rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody, why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the 2-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is?
Okay, so this is where he's going to push his glasses up and go, well, actually, do you know what the definition of sexting is?
I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
Shut the f*** up. Shut the f*** up. When you first did that statement, you had minor in it. You took it off. The internet exploded when they noticed that, and then you put it back in. Shut the f*** up. That was no goddamn 3D chess move. Your ass was trying to be slick and people caught you. Bitch, please. Anybody who believes that bullshit, you're a mark. You're the exact person that people want to have in their live stream because you are going to be dumb enough to believe every goddamn thing that comes out of their mouth. You idiot.
And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
Hey, over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages. Now, do you know some idiots? Well, they weren't a minor. He said they weren't a minor. No, he didn't. He said over the legal age of consent. Well, depending on what state that is, that could be 16, 17, or 18. He didn't say they were an adult. He didn't say they were a legal adult. He said over the age of consent. But if it's over messages, does it matter what state or what country they live in? Or does it matter federally at that point because it's over the internet? Because if it was federally, if they were under 18, no, doesn't cover that. You already admitted it was a minor. If the legal age of consent plays into this, yeah, it may not have been illegal. I don't know the law specifically on that. But morally, you were a middle-aged, well, almost middle-aged. You were mid-30s. You were mid-30s messaging inappropriately with someone at what, 16 or 17? Bro, it's not like you were 19 years old. You were 30-some years old. At 30-some years old, why are you messaging a 16 or 17-year-old inappropriately? Why? And some people actually took this as him saying it wasn't a minor.
When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. Neither did any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban.
You know what? And I remember everybody in commentary asking for the DMs because people were running around saying it was a 17-year-old, and we were saying we don't know the age. We don't know if they were an adult. We don't know if they were a minor. We didn't latch on to the minor aspect of it until he admitted to it. And you know what? We caught shit from everybody. We caught shit from people who loved Doc to the people who hated Doc. We caught shit from everyone because we wanted the actual answers. We caught shit because we didn't just believe Slasher. We caught shit because we called Cody out for being a clout goblin. I caught some shit from calling out that trans worker who was talking about how she was in the DMs with Doc because I called her out for trying to clout grab. I caught shit from everybody until you admitted it. And once you admitted it, that was the only evidence we had from anything because it came from you. And that is what I'm sticking by until I get the damn receipts. I'm going by your words. I don't give a what kind of explanation you have for putting your words on Twitter, but those are the words I'm going by.
You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well. I suspect all of you.
Where's the receipts? Show the receipts. You're innocent, right? Maybe you made, okay, let's just throw this out there. Maybe he made an off-color joke with this person of legal consent. They were under the age of legal consent. Maybe you made an off-color joke with this minor and somebody took it too far on Twitch. Possibility. We all know how Twitch runs. They're dickheads, and if they don't like you, they'll get rid of you. So let's just say you made an off-color joke. Prove it. Because an off-color joke would still be inappropriate with a minor. That would be an inappropriate message to a minor and an off-color joke. Prove it. Show the proof.
Sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now. Don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now, without any real journalism and real research happening. They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not seen. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child material CSAM.
Then show it. Because I am tired of all you motherfuckers talking about this and can't show a goddamn thing. And Slasher's gonna tweet out, I still stand by what I said. What the did you say, Slasher? Because you didn't say shit. You didn't say anything groundbreaking. What the did you say? You didn't say anything. What do you mean you stand by what you say? You didn't say shit.
I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any graphic messages or images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate, purposely.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just shut up. Stop it. Stop it. Spray bottle. Stop it.
And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh?
Sir, a 30-year-old man should not be talking inappropriately with a minor in the DMs. It should not happen. A 30-year-old married with children, grown-ass man should not be talking inappropriately with a minor in the DMs. What do you mean by the definition of inappropriate? It was inappropriate! What?
Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
Then show the jokes. Then show them. Show the jokes. Show the jokes! Bro, do you not realize this? Okay? If you can show those DMs and they were just inappropriate jokes, like off-color jokes that would really mean nothing, it would be like, ew, that's not good, but that doesn't make you a pedo. Do you know how many people who have taken your statement from Twitter and go, ew, he's gross? They would go, wait a minute now, y'all made this a hell of a lot bigger than what it was. I absolutely would. I would be so far on Twitch's ass for that shit. But why isn't he showing them? Because it makes me wonder, wait a minute, what's in those DMs? Because how come you're not showing it? I know you got them. Because I guarantee you they're on some kind of sheet of paper printed out somewhere. I know they are. How come you're not showing them? Where are they?
I mean, how would each of you look If all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words. And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here. We're talking...
Wait. What did he just say? Hold on. I blinked out for a second. Hold on. I gotta go back. I blinked out. I apologize. Y'all know I'm slow. Leave me alone.
Your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words.
Okay, I will say this. I can actually see that happening. I can actually see that happening. I can see that happening at Twitch. But if that's what happened, then show the proof.
And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here.
Okay, am I dumb? But wasn't Slasher on Destiny talking about they weren't saying the victim's name or username trying to protect the quote-unquote victim? Doesn't that mean that the quote-unquote victim came out? Well, maybe not. Like, am I dumb? I don't think I'm dumb.
We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal! You see, I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers.
And that's your first problem. Well, no, the other streamers is not the problem. The community, that's the problem. I'm sorry. That's your problem right there. That's your problem. That's your whole problem right there. Talk to them in open Twitter. Talk to them in open Instagram. Or open wherever you are. Talk to them openly, out in the open. Don't go into DMs with these mother... What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Don't go into DMs with them. No. There are very few viewers I get into the DMs with. This is why I don't like DMs. I already had somebody trying to hem me up over DMs. This is why I don't go in the DMs anymore. Absolutely not. And God forbid you DM me and you are underage. I'm going to ask you your age. You tell me your age. You're getting the block so fast, it is not funny. You may even get a you get out of my DMs block. Thuman says, isn't it interesting that he never once mentioned the age of the child he was inappropriate with? True. He never mentioned the age. Isn't it funny?
And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020, my ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say X.
Okay, and do you know when those Twitch, give y'all a little reminder of when that happened. It didn't happen in 2020. 2020 is when he got caught. The actual whispers happened in 2017. That was the same year he got caught cheating on his wife.
Partner manager, because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years. I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about the face of the platform. Right? Literally. The face of the platform. And I know Champions Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website. He was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the two-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the two-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence?
I'm going to be honest with you. This part of his story, if he can prove it, it's not out of the realm of possibility for me. I have to admit, this part of his story is not out of the realm of possibility for me. I'm not going to sit here and say I think he's lying about this part. Because I've heard stories about Twitch partner managers. I've heard stories about how vindictive those Twitch partner managers can be. So I'm not pushing this part of the story off to the side. I'm really not.
Incidents. The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June, manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged.
Okay, so if the user, if you're saying now, wait a minute. This is contradictory to what Slasher's saying.
Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2000.
Well, what about the messages? What about the messages? Because you can't give photos in Twitch whispers. It's just typing. What about the messages? See, he's playing word games with this statement. He's playing word games. And people without thinking skills are eating this shit up. Keemstar, that's you. Just saying. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm cool with you, bro, but you're dropping the ball with this one too.
2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
So if it was that innocent, then show us the damn DMs. Do you know how many people would have your back? That nothing really inappropriate happened if you would just show the DMs? Do you? Do you have any concept of that? Am I supposed to believe the 2-time off of a Trust Me Bro? No, I don't work on Trust Me Bros. Why do you think I've been on Slasher's ass this whole time?
That would have been the end. That should have been the end. But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the 2-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team. So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a multi-year, big-time arbitration. Okay.
Multi-million. He almost said it. Multi-million. Did you notice he almost said multi-million, but he cut himself off?
And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than one...
If they aren't inappropriate, then show them. Show them. I mean, granted, I'll sit here and say you shouldn't have been in the DMs with somebody underage anyway. But if they weren't inappropriate, or it was just an off-color joke, but it doesn't mean it's level, bro, you would have so much backup from so many people. Jesus Christ. It's the simple fact that you're not showing it is telling me you still have something to hide. And the fact that Twitch paid you your contract shows me that Twitch up somewhere. So I believe, this is what I believe. This is what I fully believe. All right? Every person that's got to do with this is guilty somehow. I think Twitch up somewhere And Doc has something to hide with those DMs because nobody is saying anything. It's all out in the open now. They can say something. Everybody can say and show something now. It's all out there. So why isn't Twitch showing it then? Why isn't Twitch showing it? What did y'all do, Twitch? What did y'all do that was wrong? Because y'all f***ed up somewhere. Hey, Doc. Show the DMs. Why won't you show the DMs? Is there something in there we shouldn't see? You know, I said this already about 2024, and it looks like I'm going to say it again. 2024 has been absolutely great this year with drama. Absolutely great this year with drama. We've had drama starting in January. We had about a week off last week, but then it picked right back up, okay? We've been eating good all year this year. But you know what? Do you know what 2024 has also shown us? It's shown us how stupid people are. And that's everywhere between content creators to chatters to commenters. We are really seeing how gullible people are and how they just pick their fave sides no matter what. And they don't have actual thinking skills. That's what we're seeing a lot this year. That's a lot of what we're seeing. A lot of people don't have critical thinking skills. And they just go off by what somebody says and not what they show. Perfect example. Look at the Mr. Beast stuff. There's a reason why I haven't been covering it on my channel. Because I got the ick from every single person calling Mr. Beast out. Not saying they didn't show any concerns. Don't go there before you try to go into my comment section and say you're trying to have Mr. Beast. Shut up. Shut the f*** up. I got the ick from Dogpack. I got the ick from Jake Weddle. Don't get me started on Rosanna Pansino, who got embarrassed when her family went to go watch her on Hide and Go Seek and she didn't even show up as third place, okay? Don't make me go there. I can go there. I can at least do an hour diatribe on all that, okay? But I got the ick from every single one of them, and I wasn't putting them on my platform. Prism, who outed Ava Chris Tyson, I didn't show his video because he gave me the ick by the way he put his video together and his true intentions behind his video. But I still stand by Ava Chris Tyson needs to stay the f*** away. But I wasn't covering it. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of dumb people in 2024. A lot of dumb people that fall for stupid shit.
An hour? This LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what? As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting.
Then show it! This is so frustrating. That's why I made my tweet like I did. Because I honestly feel like between the Twitch ex-employees, Twitch himself, DrDisrespect, and Slasher, I feel gaslit. I feel like people are legitimately questioning my intelligence and trying to gaslight me. And it's an uncomfortable feeling. Because I feel like these motherfuckers are actually questioning whether I'm intelligent enough to come up with my own conclusion.
The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's unbelievable!
Wait a minute.
Were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or...
Wait a minute. The partner manager didn't interview the user? I thought the partner manager told the user and encouraged the user to report it. The partner manager never interviewed them? Like, are you talking like a formal sit-down interview?
Or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's unbelievable!
No, he's not saying, he's saying that Twitch didn't interview the partner manager. No.
To terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager.
So he was saying him, the user, the minor, okay, the minor, the person of legal age of consent, aka minor, or the partner manager. So it was all three.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case, but these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers?
Oh, okay, I'm going to be honest. I think they got rid of him on purpose. I wouldn't doubt that they actually did have a bone to pick with Dr. Disrespect. And I actually agree with his assessment of why they did that, because this is what I initially thought when they banned him. But he goes into it.
I mean, outside of the obvious.
Akiku, you can't tell me those messages wasn't part of the arbitration against Twitch. So he has copies of those messages. So I don't believe he has access to those messages. No, I believe he does.
I mean, just take a look at me. Right? Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry.
I don't know if I would go that far. I think that's the character talking.
6'8", gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard for over a decade to improve as a person, a husband, and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all this shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all this with big, inaccurate headlines like and simply explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the two-time.
No, we didn't get what... Okay, maybe they did, okay? Maybe the Twitch ex-employees, maybe they got what they wanted. Sure, okay, them. But I'm talking about your average viewer or your drama channel here on YouTube. We didn't get shit. We didn't get shit. What did we get? We didn't get no answers. We still don't have any answers. Because if you expect me to take what you're saying blind like that, kiss my ass. I'm not that dumb. No, you ain't burning me like that. I'm not going to sit here and sing the praises of Dr. Disrespect because he said some words on a stream. Y'all can kiss my ass with that one if you expect me to do that. That is not happening. Show me some receipts. Because the only receipt that we have gotten thus far is what you said out of your own Twitter fingers on Twitter. And those are the words that I'm going by. You spoke inappropriately with a minor in the Twitch whispers. That is what I'm going by. And until you show some receipts, or somebody else shows some receipts, or somebody shows some receipts, that's what I'm going by. And that is going to be the word I preach, or the words that you typed out. So maybe you were dumb for trying to play what you're trying to play up now as a mind game. Off.
The reality is, They wanted to cut down the dock. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1. A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with a streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies.
Who is he talking about? Is he talking about Kai Cenat? Who is he talking about?
Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia.
Okay, who is he talking about here? I really, really, really need to know who he is talking about with this one, because I am at a loss. That is not Vosh he's talking about.
All while live streaming. Never.
Who is he talking about? What kind of freaky freak they got over there on Twitch that I need to look into? I'm sorry. He has opened my eyes to a story that I want to know. He's using obscure cases. He is, but I really want to know that one in particular. All right? I want to know who was talking about doing things with dead animals. Who was that? I need y'all to find out who that is, okay? Now, I have the best audience on YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. My audience is the best. They are the most intelligent. I need y'all to find out who he is talking about. Kiro? Who is Kiro? Wait, why do I know that name? Who do I know that covered that person? I need to know who talked about doing things to a deceased animal. Covered by Tom. Okay, thank you, Charlie. That might have been it. That might have been the video like I saw on my recommended. All right, I'm gonna watch Tom's video on it and see what's up. Okay, thank you. And that's why we here at Xylie Gets Real, we not only ask the questions, but we get the answers, because my audience is the best audience, okay? If you have a question and you need it answered, come to Xylie Gets Real, because if I can't answer it for you, my audience can, okay? Because we're the best. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.
Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
Wait, what? Who is he talking about here?
Explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Who is Doc talking about?
Reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
We need to do some investigations, okay? Now, I'm not saying all streamers are like this, obviously, because I stream, right? But sometimes when I hear stuff like this, I feel like the internet was a mistake. I really do. Sometimes I think we need to go back to living in our bubbles, in the real world, where we can roll around in grass and read books. And, you know, you go to a job not only to have money to live, but to also socialize. You know, I feel like the internet was a mistake. This was a social experiment gone wrong. Okay?
Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract. It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this, too.
Yes, yes. Okay, listen. I started my streaming life. Okay, you might as well say streaming life. I started my streaming life on Mixer. Okay? I was on Mixer. I used to do gaming streams on there, and I used to do DIY streams on there. All right? When this happened, that's the first thing I thought was the reason why, what he's about to say.
The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer.
Yes. Mixer got sold to Facebook. Microsoft sold Mixer to Facebook. They went to Shroud and Ninja, who was on Mixer at the time, and they said, look, we can send you over to Facebook. They both said, no, pay me my contract. I'm going back to Twitch. As soon as Shroud and Ninja said they were going back to Twitch, Doc got kicked off. And that's exactly the reason why I thought the reason why they kicked Dr. Disrespect off, because he had just signed that contract with Twitch, but now all of a sudden Shroud and Ninja were coming back. So I was thinking the same thing. And I wouldn't put it past Twitch to do that. That's the sad thing. It's not like Twitch has a moral ground to stand on. They don't. Twitch has been, the behind the scenes on Twitch, they're known for being dirty. They're known for being dirty dealers. So I can't take this part of the story away from him, because I can actually see it happen.
As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, and go look at the timing.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform. So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the tube time. You see, I shouldn't even be banned from Twitch.
Show the DMs. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Prove that you shouldn't be banned. Absolutely prove it. You know, if you could prove that you shouldn't be banned, Twitch will have mud on their face. What's stopping you from proving it? You're talking about it. You might as well prove it. You might as well prove with receipts what's coming out of your mouth. What's stopping you?
It has affected us on so many levels. Back in 2020 and now in 2024. And Cody, Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this? Like I said, this was handled professionally years ago. No f***ing wrongdoing. But because of you, Cody, we just lost. Man.
Look at his face. Look at his face. He is angry. You can see his jowls popping out.
Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society. Right? Because of you, Cody.
He's shivering. He is so angry with this part, he's shivering. He is physically shaking. He is so angry at this point.
You know, through all this, we are where we are. And like a man, I'll accept it. What I don't accept is sitting quietly by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No. For all these doc haters out there too, oh man, the ones that project and worry about everyone else's problems, right? I can't understand that mindset. I don't.
You, I get paid to know about everybody else's problems. That's my job. It's my job on YouTube to care about other people's problems. You. I wouldn't care about your problem if, one, you didn't talk inappropriately with a minor, and two, you didn't admit to talking inappropriately with a minor. Just saying.
I could care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane. For all you doc haters, I'm sure you'll just like dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do. I'll say this isn't for you. This was for my team today, my community, my friends, La Familia, that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize.
You said yourself they were inappropriate. F*** off. You said so yourself. And that weak ass excuse that you did it on purpose to make sure that the news outlets to see if they caught it or not, f*** off. Because the funny thing is, the only thing that came in and came out of your tweet when you went back and forth was the word minor, not inappropriate. The word inappropriate constantly stayed there when you were going back and forth. with editing your Twitter or your tweet. It was the word minor that you were changing while editing your tweet.
All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did. That's it. I'm not saying anything more about any of this, right? Unless I need to, because trust me, I have more I haven't disclosed.
Then do it. Then do it. Stop threatening. Do it.
I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show and climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man. In our own lane. That's it.
Are we done? Are we done? Yeah, we're done. All right. Shroud has something to say about this. The only opinion to have on the doc return is this. Anything else you are telling on yourself as a PDF-loving moron by this one user named Shannon. And this is Shroud talking. This was one of the, if you don't know, this is one of those two big Twitch, one of the two Mixer people that were going back to Twitch. This is one of them. This is Shroud. And this is his, this is what he thinks about the doc thing.
Crazy how Lupo just turns on people? Bitch, what? You want me, what the f*** do you expect? What? You should hold every person that you respect accountable for their mistakes, too. So in the situation where a person that I was working with consistently on both game development and my career as a streamer at the same time, we had collaborated multiple times. Suddenly it turns out that years ago he tried to message a minor to solicit them for sex, and it got caught, and that's why it didn't happen. You expect me to not turn my back? Bro, y'all, there's no way you do not have brain damage from this.
I agree with him. It's so funny with this situation, with the Dr. Disrespect situation, and honestly, the Mr. Beast situation, there is no winning. There is no winning whatsoever. You either have to full on go with one side or full on go with the other. You're not allowed to ask any questions from either side. You're not allowed to have any personal thinking skills. You're not allowed to take what somebody says and pick it apart. You're not allowed to do that. Because if you are, to them, you're on one side or the other. It's ridiculous.
There's absolutely no way. If anywhere along that path you go, oh, that's fine, you got something.
No, it's not Shroud. It's Dr. Lupo. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. It's not Shroud. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It was Dr. Lupo. That's what I meant. My bad. I don't know why. I know why I was thinking Shroud, but it wasn't Shroud. You're right. My bad.
Up in your head, dude. I don't give a shit. Clip it, put it on LSF, tag him. I don't give a f, dude. He messaged a 17-year-old when he was in his late 30s with a child and married, trying to solicit them for sex. And every single time he talks about it, it's going to be sugar-coated. It's going to be dumbed down, because at what point do you expect someone to say, yeah, I wanted to f a teenager? Do you think he's going to say that? No, he's going to make it look better for himself every single time. There is no place along that. It doesn't matter if it's Tyler. If it was my brother, I would say the same shit, because you do not defend that. There's no defending it, okay? Get your head out of the gutter. The brain rot is killing some of you, and it blows my mind. Yeah, he's going to have a load of people over there that are watching him because they don't give a shit. They just want their balloon animals from their clown to move on, because that's the community that he's grown. That's fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit. But if you expect me to associate with that, or anybody that has any respect for themselves to associate with that in any way, you're lost, dude. It's very clear cut. He said on Twitter himself that he messaged a minor and they were inappropriately.
Period. He did say it himself. How else are we supposed to believe when that came from him? That was the only kind of proof of anything that anybody got. We got shit from asking Slasher questions. We got shit for asking Twitch questions. We got shit for asking Dr. Disrespect questions. And the only answer we got was from Dr. Disrespect himself. We weren't allowed to ask questions. If we were asking Twitch questions, well, all of a sudden we're on Dr. Disrespect's side. When we were asking Dr. Disrespect questions, well, all of a sudden we're on Twitch's side. There were no sides. We were trying to find the truth. You can't do that, obviously. The same thing's going on with this Mr. Beast shit. We can't ask questions. We can't point out, hey, that was a dumb thing to say. We can't do that. Now all of a sudden we're supposedly glazing Mr. Beast? Good God.
He said those words himself. Yeah, he went and deleted it, tried to edit it multiple times. But y'all, what the is wrong with you? Pull your heads out of your asses. It's not. This is not a thing to argue about. This ain't like support. Yeah, this isn't a cultural thing. It's not like some singular event at a time. This is a dude tried to a teenager. Done. Yeah, well, Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld's gross too. I see people bring that shit up all the time. Still disgusts me as well. Seinfeld's a shit show anyway. But that's besides the point. It's that. That's it. Done.
You know, Natanya, that's me too. The only side I'm on is the truth. 100%, Natanya. I am too. I'm only on the side of the truth. I don't care about anything else. If there was proof that this was all bullshit just to get rid of Dr. Disrespect off of Twitch, I would be glad to show it. I would be glad to show it. If there is proof that can exonerate Dr. Disrespect, I would 1000% show it. I have no allegiance with Twitch. I think it's a horrible platform. If I could get proof that could exonerate Dr. Disrespect, I would 100% show it. But on the flip side, if I can get proof and show those inappropriate messages with a minor, I would show those too. Because I don't have an allegiance with Dr. Disrespect either. As far as I'm concerned, they all can f*** off. I don't care.
Done. He messaged a 17-year-old while in his late 30s trying to done. The end. Got it? Don't be weird. Log out of your PCs, go out, touch grass, and think about reality. Is there a place for forgiveness? Not from me. There's some shit that you just don't do, man. I don't know, trying to a teenager doesn't seem like the right thing to do to me.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. And then we got Nick Merckx here. Drama Alert put out, Nick Merckx goes off on Dr. Disrespect and his fans. And Nick Merckx says here, this retard, Dr. Disrespect, is married with children, pushing 40, admits to texting a minor inappropriately. His words, not mine. So I cut ties. Because obviously that's inexcusable. Now I'm a shit friend for not having his back. Bunch of brain rot morons on this app. This is how convoluted and stupid this story is. When you have me out here on the day of our Lord, Sunday, September 8th of 2024, agreeing with Nick Merckx. When you have me out here agreeing with Nick Merckx on something, you know something is wrong. I can't stand Nick Merckx. I cannot stand him. I think he is a disgusting human being. Okay? However, I can't help but to kind of feel sorry for Nick Merckx. Honestly. He was sticking up for Doc in the beginning. And then when Doc admitted what he admitted on Twitter, Nick Merckx did the right thing and go, wait a minute, bro. Nah. That shit right there you just said in that tweet, I'm not down for that. Why are you talking inappropriately with a minor? And he walked away. He did what you're supposed to do. And now he's catching a lot of shit because he did that. It's ridiculous. He's getting shit for it. But that's the brain rot. That is the brain rot of 2024. There is literally brain rot in 2024. Literally.